Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. We are going to discuss about the erosion in Anambra State, the massive gullies developing all the time in Anambra State, and the solution to this man-made occurrence. Although the policymakers and the politicians tend to say it's a natural phenomenon, but we are going to discuss if how to solve this issue. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. You are all welcome again from wherever time zone you are. You are all welcome. To you, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thank you very much. And many times, the politicians has led a campaign of building drainages and drainages upon drainages, and these drainages most of the time has not been able to solve the problem, and every year the erosion keep on coming in the homeland, and the people are talking and believing, and sometimes believing a lie that this is a natural problem or calamity. But we are going to actually bring a solution, and also to open people's eyes to understand that this is not a national or natural phenomenon, but is a man-made occurrence and can be solved with following the natural process that God has made the world or the earth to be like. And let's for instance, those that are building drainages, the drainages are good, but it will not eradicate this a monster developing everywhere in the homeland. Satan, these are massive gullies. These are massive gullies. You can see the drainage here has collapsed, and you can see the massive gullies here. You can see all those houses there are under threat because the flood water has to move somewhere, and no amount of drainage building can actually contain it when it's moving in full force. So meaning that a solution has to be found how to deal with it. So, and we are going to discuss about how to deal with it. And I do believe that you must have heard many times the homeland, there is drainages being built and all those things. And after the rain, many people found their homes flooded because even the drainages, people dump rubbish inside of them. Many roads in the homeland has collapsed because of these massive gullies developing left and right and center. The question in the mouth of many, how can we deliver ourselves from the scourge of this erosion? Is it a curse? Is it a natural problem? Is it a man-made? So, but these remain unanswered by the government or even the people. But the solution is with us. If we always look at how the nature does its own thing. You can see how this road collapsed on this side of the road because there is also drainage on the side of this road. Some of the time it been filled with sand and the rubbish. Some of the time the flood has actually the drainage cannot contain the amount of flood going through it because the force is too much. Sometimes it will overrun the drainage and come on the road and cause a lot of devastation. So, but this can be solved. You must believe with me that this can be solved. This is a man-made issue that can also be solved. When we are building a lot of houses, what it does is that the house, the roof of the house tend to accommodate a lot of this water, and this water has to be discharged to somewhere. Unfortunately, our town planners normally said build gutters, but that has not helped us, and that has caused more problem than solved, because the gutter cannot contain the amount of water and the flood, because as it's going, it's increasing and increasing. And the more houses the people build, the more flood water you get. But we have to find a solution. Bet me the solution is with us. Keep on listening, and I'm going to tell you one of the solutions. This has caused so much resources. Erosion has caused so much resources to the state, has caused many pain, has caused many people to lose their life, to lose their loved ones. But we have to tackle it, and we have to tackle it holistically, and we have to solve this problem once and for all. And we can turn this thing into something that will actually bring something of greater resources or employment. This erosion, this flooding can be turned around to be something that will actually help to increase the economic growth of the homeland. So we are going to go straight to discussing about the solution. What to be done? The rain is coming. There is no serious preparation to solve the erosion or flooding. What we are hearing is the silting of the drainage, blah, 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 blah. But the underlying problem is still there. Because even if you distill the drainages, the drainage cannot cope in a city whereby the massive flooding, the massive water going through those drainage are enormous and is moving at alarming speed. So which made it that it will always overflow the place. So, but the first solution to it is to find a way to control the speed of the flood water, to delay its ability to move at an alarming speed, or to contain it and discharge it slow and slow. So meaning that there must be a building of artificial reservoirs, artificial lakes, artificial ponds as part of urban renewal, as part of town planning, that each of the layouts should also develop land, develop space where artificial lakes are built, which or water reservoirs, which should not be in a layout that has 100 plus, should have at least 10 plus devoted for this. 10 plus at least devoted for building these lakes. It can be built in 10 or 5 different places in that layout, smaller and bigger ones, where the water coming out will actually go through into it, and with channels of multiple pipes will now follow other drainage. So by so doing, the water is retained and is not moving with speed on the drainages. So when there is rainy season, you will notice that the discharge will not be that much, because those lakes or water reservoirs will be able to contain the water for some time. When it's raining, it has to first of all fill that lakes, the lakes that should be the depth of 20 feet down or 30 feet, depending. I should fill it up before now going under the process of discharging it through multiples of pipes. So meaning that some of those villages and some of these towns that are being ravaged by erosions, those erosion can be actually controlled. You had the governor of Anambra State talking about building wells or catchment pits inside the houses. Yeah, that's one can help, but it cannot solve the whole problem because it's not huge enough to solve it. So meaning that the villages has to have a situation of containment containing the problem. I look at what Ekulobia are talking, a town like Ekulobia, Oko, Nanka, where these things are pronounced in Ozobolo, in many towns in the homeland. So we have a concrete solution, which is building all this. Think about Awada, Ugwaba layout. Think of the devastation of flooding in Okpoko. That is a bit lowland. If in Awada and the Ugwaba layout, if there is something of a planning of building all those water reservoirs which can hold water, the Okpoko flooding will not be happening because it will hold this water and be moving at a slower pace, going through the drainage channels, and the Okpoko flooding will not be happening. What is happening in Oboduku Road all the time there is rain will not be happening at all. It will not be happening. And this is very, very cost effective. And you will hear in subsequent videos what can be, what the value of those water that are being retained, what we can actually turn it into economic resources. So that's what we are discussing. We are not going to make this video very long. Thank you very much for joining us. I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Remember to share this video. Remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed. We are talking about how to solve the erosion menace in Anambra State. How to solve the erosion menace in Anambra State. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.